It's Saturday, the day after my birthday, and I'm glad to have the party over with so I can get back to my normal routine. I open my front door to retrieve my newspaper. Yes, I still subscribe to a newspaper. Social media is the worst. I prefer getting my news the old-fashioned way. And, of course, Isabella's cat is sitting on my porch. I sigh, and he greets me with a meow. With a quick glance around the quiet neighborhood, I bend down and pat him on the head. He purrs and leans into my hand. My lips quirk into a half-smile. He's actually not too bad for a cat. Walking past him, I head to the bottom of my steps to pick up the paper. When I get back to the top of the steps, Mo is gone, but there's a brochure or something in the spot where he sat. Strange, he must have been sitting on it. I pick it up and see it's a travel pamphlet for Peru. Interesting. I stick it under my arm along with my newspaper and head back inside. I walk straight to the kitchen island where I left my hot cup of coffee and take a seat on one of the wooden bar stools. Opening up the newspaper, I take my time reading it from cover to cover, like I do every morning. The small words are becoming more difficult to see, which probably means time for some new glasses. It's not typical for me to be easily distracted, but I keep looking over at the top of my newspaper at that brochure. Finally, I can't take it anymore and set the newspaper down and pick up the brochure. It's a trifold pamphlet detailing the Salcantay Trail to Machu Picchu. The brochure has colorful photos showing off the glorious views of the mountains and Machu Picchu itself. It looks like the travel company sets up tents every night of the 4-day hike. This kind of trip wouldn't usually be something to spark my interest, but a part of me is fascinated. I love history. However, the idea of staying in a hut and hiking 15 miles a day doesn't really speak to me. The times I've traveled with my family, we've stayed in 5-star hotels that include a hot tub and room service. My bet with Brooks pops into my mind, as well as the look of shock that would be on his face if I were to go on this excursion. It would be extremely out of character for me, but would definitely win the bet and show him I'm not so predictable after all. At least, not when I don't want to be. I laugh to myself and pull out my phone to look up the travel company.